Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafid Sidenis. I'm from class 151A and 04 from Bina Sarana Informatika University Kalimalang region. And my student number is 1525 and 0039. For this midterm project, for part 1, I'm going to talk about point D, my honest opinion about the lecture in Bina Sarana Informatika University. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Um, First thing first, I think the lecturer in Bina Sarana Informatika University are doing a pretty good job. They know their topics really, really well. They master their own subjects. However, in my case, I'm gonna tell you a story about it for context. Let me remember the date. Hold up. In 27 of September, it's Friday night, Friday evening. It's 20 o'clock or 8 p.m. It's night time. We're doing some class, and the lecturer we just met the lecturer, and we do some introductions, yeah, some kind of basic stuff like that. And she explains like this subject is project based learning. So yeah, I think that's normal in university. I think that's normal, right? Right. But I don't think she explains really well how to do it. Like in the first week of the campus, she gave us this huge project, like 13 weeks worth of project. She explained like, okay, you do this, you make this. I'm gonna wait you in 13 weeks to make this. In my opinion, that's not how you teach people. That's not how you explain things for project. Yeah, project for project stuff like that. I mean, for me, for me, you should do it as in order, you know, like in the first week you do this, you write this, you talk to this, you contact this, you write this. Okay, and the second week you do this, you write and this stuff, make some stuff. And third week you write this, contact this, you do this, you execute that, and so on. Yeah, so that's how you teach people in order, week by week. It's a process, not use this, you not like you do this, your first week, you do this, and you just gone forever. Yeah, that's my opinion about the lecturer in Binasaran Informatika. Maybe I'm just overreacting or stuff like that. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the part 2. I'm gonna explain about simple present tense. Alright, let's get straight into it. Hold up. Let me start this. Simple present tense by me, Hafiz Julius, class 15, 1A04. My student number is 15250039. Understanding simple present tense. What is simple present tense? Simple present tense is used to describe actions or situations that are regular, habitual, or generally true. Simply put, the simple present tense is a tense used to describe regular, routine, or habitual events that occur every day. The simple present tense can also be used to indicate something that is happening right now. Okay. Next, function of simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to express general truths, habits, instruction, and fixed schedules. 1. General truths. General truths refers to general truths or absolute truth. This means things whose truth is certain and generally known. For example, water freezes at 0 degrees. Cats are mammals. Number 2. Habits. Next are habits. Habit is something done continuously and consistently. For example, my father goes to work every weekdays. I study with my friends every Sunday at the library. These two examples represent habits that are always carried out routinely. Number 3. Instruction. Furthermore, there are instructions, which mean commands or instruction. Examples include the instruction boards we often see on the street. Furthermore, there are also instructions found on product packaging like this. Do not enter this area. Cook the noodle for 3 minutes. That's a command. There. Number 4. Fixed schedules. Now, the last and most anticipated one, fixed schedules, are things that are already scheduled or guaranteed to happen. What's the difference between them and habits? A habit is something done repeatedly and routinely, whether scheduled or not. Examples include work, school, or tutoring. Fixed schedules are things that are scheduled but not repeated. For example, the show starts at 7 p.m. The script marks their upcoming concert in Indonesia on September 13 and October 1st. Simple present tense pattern or formula. Before discussing formulas or patterns, you should first understand the table of subjects, their corresponding verbs, and their corresponding forms, so you won't make any mistake when constructing a sentence. You can see the table below. Okay, here's the table. I use am, and do. You, they, we, and plural subject use are and do. He, she, it use is and does. Singular subject use is, does also. Alright, acts. So for subject I, use to be, am, and verb do or verb without the ending ses. Meanwhile, the subjects you, they, we, and plural subjects use to be, are, and verb do or verb without the ending ses. Finally, the subject he, she, it, and singular subject used to be, is, and verb does or verbs ending in ses. 1. Simple present tense formula. For nouns, sentence, and non-sentence is a sentence that states an object, such as person's name, profession, a place, or anything that is considered an object. The predicate is to be, is, and are. Why is the to be is and are? Because the simple present tense is the present tense, meaning the present or current pace. So the correct to be is the present tense, namely is and are. For noun sentence, there are four types of sentence, four types, four sentence: positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. Take a look at the following. Following image to complete Python, okay? Okay, here's the formula. For positive, it is subject to be plus complement. He is a teacher. I am smart. We are a group of students. Negative. Subject plus to be plus not plus complement. For example, Mom is not a chef. I am not lazy. They are not here yet. For interrogative, use to be plus subject plus complement. For example, is the food delicious? Am I right? Are you a doctor? Interrogative with WH question. The formula is WH question plus to be plus subject plus question mark. For example, who is that boy? Question mark. Where am I? Why are you late? Alright, next. Positive form. Positive form means a sentence that has positive form or value. The pattern of our noun sentence is subject plus to be plus complement. To be consists of is, am, and are, and its usage depends on the subject. Complements, on the other hand, consist of nouns, adverbs, adjective, and their usage depends on the sentence. For example, he is a teacher. I am smart. We are a group of students. In positive forms, the sentence is positive and does not express negation or denial. Next. Negative form. Now, if it's negation or denial, it's called a negative form. So, a negative form sentence is a sentence with a negative value. The pattern for noun sentence is subject to be not complement. For example, Mom isn't a chef. Mom is not a chef. I am not lazy. I am not lazy. They are not here yet. Next, interrogative form. The interrogative form refers to a sentence that asks a question. So don't forget to use a question mark for the person for noun sentence. For example, for the formula first, to be plus subject plus complement. Alright, moving on to the example. Is the food delicious? Am I right? Are you a doctor? Next. Interrogative form with WH question. Lastly, there is the interrogative form with WH question. What does this mean? What does it mean? How is it different from the previous interrogative form? The difference is that this interrogative form uses WH question, namely question words containing the letter WH, namely what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why, and how. For this form, the pattern is the pattern in the noun sentence is WH question, to be, and subject. Unlike the previous interrogative form, this interrogative form begins with the WH question first, followed by to be, then subject. For example, who is that boy? Where am I? Why are you late? Next. Number 2. Simple present tense formula for verb sentence. A verb sentence is a sentence that expresses an action or behavior. Therefore, the predicate is a verb. The verb used must be verb 1. The verb 1 is mandatory. Why? Because the simple present tense is the present tense, meaning the present or current tense. So the correct verb is verb 1. Just like noun sentence. Verb sentence also have 4 sentence form: positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. You can check out the complete pattern in the image below. Let's get straight into it. Okay, here's the formula. So you can see right here. Here's the subject verb 1, or with what is it? SES plus complement. I'll write the letter. He goes to school. This is for positive. For the negative, subject plus do or does plus not, verb 1 plus complement. For example, they do not know where to go. She does not bring an umbrella. She does not bring an umbrella. The interrogative, do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement. Does he bring the book? Do you like it? Interrogative with WH question. For example, when does he go to school? Why do you love badminton so much? For the formula, WH question plus do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement. Next. A. Positive form. For positive form of a verb sentence, the pattern is subject plus verb 1 plus S or ES plus complement. Well, this verb can be used as a regular one without the S or ES ending, or one that ends with S or ES depending on the subject. Depend on the subject. Remember the subject table we discussed earlier. If the subject is Ayu Dewi and a plural subject, use the verb without the ending, without the ending S and ES, S or ES. Sorry. If the subject is he, she, it, and a singular subject, use the verb ending S or ES. For example, I write a letter. He goes to school. That's the example. Next. B. Negative form. Negative form of a verb sentence. The pattern is subject, do or does, not, verb 1, complement. That's the order. That's you know. Remember, in the negative form, we add not to express negation or denial. For example, they do not know where to go. They don't know where to go. She does not bring an umbrella. She doesn't bring an umbrella. Next. Interrogative form. For interrogative form of a verb sentence, the pattern is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement. Don't forget to use the question mark because it's an interrogative form. You use the question mark, Yeah. For example, does he bring the book? Do you like it? Next. Interrogative form with WH question. Last but not least, that is the interrogative form with the WH question person. The pattern is WH question plus do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement plus question mark. Of course, Just like with noun-cities, in this form, the double H question is placed at the beginning of the sentence before to be. For example, when does he go to school? Why do you love badminton so much? Alright, that's my part 2 video for midterm project. I'm presenting sebuah presentation. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.